Welcome to another episode of Town Business. My name is Wid. I'm on a mission to highlight local businesses right here in the Bay. Today we're in San Francisco checking out Banks Rose Nail and Beauty, and we'll be sitting down with owner and operator Nate Banks. Come and check out to see who's waiting for us inside. So we are here with Nate Banks here in San Francisco, and audience, please say hi to Nate Banks.
Hello, people.
So tell me a little bit about what we're doing here and what you have going on here.
So right now we are doing an interview based on, what got me into the industry, because you don't see too many of, black men in the industry doing, nails. It's predominantly ran by Vietnamese, and I've been doing it for 6 years.
You've been doing it since 2018.
2018. Right.
What got you started with that?
I was done with corporate.
You were doing corporate?
Yeah, I couldn't grow my hair how I wanted to. Yeah. I had to be clean cut, and I had to, code switch a lot, and it's like I couldn't be myself.
Right.
So, I felt like art was always in my background because I doodled a lot as a kid.
Right.
And now that, I got out of that space, it's like, let me just be radical, grow my hair out and produce art,
So prior to this, your image, what does corporate look like? Like what was Nate existing on before 6 years ago? What was your life like?
I was living in Pinole. I had a condo and I was commuting in San Francisco every day to the PUC, Public Utilities Commission. And I was just doing that, and it was good, because that's what my parents wanted me to do. Go to school, go get you a good job, and, work your way up, then retire. Right. So I did that for 6 years before I got into doing nails. And it was great until you start moving up and you start dealing with more of the politics of, being in corporate. And I'm like, yeah, this is not, my soul doesn't feel right being here anymore.
I feel it. Nails. I mean, there's a lot of spaces that you see men in the beauty industry, there is. But why in particular nails?
Well, my sister, she was in the industry, she did hair. And she said, Nate, when you get done doing corporate, you need to do something with the ladies, because I know you like the ladies. So she like, and I'm like, I roll my eyes at her, but she like, if you know how to do hair, you'll make a killing. I'm like, to me, I didn't see any art in doing hair. So when I seen that I could do art on nails and just building the whole nail process of, rhinestones to portraits, I'm like.
To portraits? You could do a portrait on nail?
Yeah, I could do a portrait. I could draw a face and I could draw a lot of like characters.
What does that even? To do a portrait on a nail, where do you go to school? Is it just something, okay, you've always been an artist, and it's like, okay, I just found a different form of canvas? Mm-hmm. Or did the path of school or general world experience lead you to that?
First off, you don't learn that in school. Oh, you go to school just to get your license,
right?
But then you have to further your education. It's just like after high school, you go to college. But then after you get that BA, you want to I'm done with undergraduate, I want to do graduate, PhD, masters, all that. You go up and up. So I wasn't satisfied with just the basic of the education. I'm like, I need to learn more because I can only make so much money and have so much exposure, with just doing a basic manicure. So it's like, let me see how far I could take this. And I know seeing some artists, they get paid probably $1,000 for doing a set, based on their artistic skill.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of okay, so 2018, boom, I started nails. So what path did you take? You mentioned going to school, getting your license. What was that experience like being at the school?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was scary because it's like I'm taking up something I never even done before. I'm stepping out of my norm, because it's like I came from an athletic background. So it's like I had this what is my friends going to think of me? So it's made me insecure to a point. So hopping into the field, I'm like, I gotta go for mines. Cause I'm like, I don't see nobody else doing this.
No one's doing what you're doing.
Let me stamp it right now.
No one is, because when you go to your page, it really is an experience. It's a fun experience. It's charming. There's personality to it, and you're in there. And typically, what are you in there doing?
Wilding out, showing my personality, you know.
Yeah, so the first time I saw your page, I was around with some coworkers, and we're seeing the cool art, because that's what led me to knowing you. I saw somebody that had one of your pieces on their nails, and I was like, I haven't seen anything like that since I left Florida. And out here in the Bay, you just don't. I haven't really seen it. It's the French tip. It's this. It's that. But nothing where you're like, whoa, that kind of like takes your breath away. And I asked her about it, and then she just was going off about you. High praises, telling me oh yeah, he used to work over here, but now he got his own place, and he's doing big things. And it's just, okay, so I'm sitting there, and I'm watching the page, and I'm just seeing these art pieces. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. There was a fish one. You did a koi pond, so you did something that was,
art over there.
Yeah, it was like 3D. And then I go to the next video and I see you. At first I thought it was a video you reposted. I thought it was a video, but then I was like, oh no, this is him. And you had the apron on and you had the guns out. What started that? Like when were you like, yo, I'm gonna put, you know what, it's just gonna be apron today?
Cause I got back into the gym. Cause I come from an athletic background, and people know me for always, being, nice. And then being so focused in the industry, I neglected myself, because it's like I started picking up more of the art, and then I started losing weight, and then it's like t-shirts ain't fitting right, hoodies not fitting right, and I'm like, this ain't me.
Wow.
I gotta get my image back, even though I created this whole image as a nail artist, but it's like I have to take some of those good qualities from my old self to put it into my new self. So I'm like, let me get back in that gym. Wow. And then I saw it. I'm like, ooh, you looking nice. I'm like, maybe this might go viral. Let me just see what it looked like with the apron on. And that was the one.
That's the one, man. Yeah. And you have other fun series. A fun one that you're doing right now. You're doing it's a before and after. I guess not after, but it'd be just like after you're done with the person's nails, you tell people who like what job they're in, what career, what they do for a living, which is dope, because some of the choices are a little bit like they pop, and then you see them popping, and then you see corporate officer, you see doctor, you see nurse, and it's like, oh, okay, well, it's kind of like normalizing beauty, it's normalizing art. So I thought that was really cool, and I feel like if anything's gonna go viral, it's either the apron or like, who are these customers that you're servicing? Yeah.
Basically, something with a design, that's art. Art is very broad. It could be just a simple stone. It could be some splatter paint. It's about being creative. So whatever your creative or artistic vision is, I make it come to life. I make sure that I'm not being what is overzealous, just a creep, just like, because I see beautiful women every day, and it's like, I might see like, ooh, damn, she look good in my head, but it's like, this is a business. I don't have time to mess up